Okay guys, this is Paladin Warrior versus Warrior Druid. I'm playing Warrior Resto Druid. The key to our strategy for this is, whether it sounds good or not, play defensively the whole time. I'm going to follow his charge with my charge, his intercept with my intercept, and force his stuns to be wasted and mine to be used defensively. This does set us ahead defensively in the match, and if it comes down to a mana war, which I really hope it doesn't, it does come into play though, it will be ahead. And that's the entire point. The other trick that we're doing is we're going to try to line up our burst and our cyclones, not necessarily to get a kill, because that's very hard to do with full cooldowns up right now, playing the same comp as this, unless you get an obvious mistake, and this team doesn't really make one that's too terrible. So we are using it just to put out enough damage and CC that he has to divine or flash of light to keep his teammate topped, and that'll waste a lot more mana. So I pop Rec. I was thinking I might get a kill here if we can get a Cyclone, and I feared him, but the DR's up ahead of time, and he got out, and yeah. So Warrior's playing defensive now because I was doing a ton of damage. There's the, I don't know what it's called. I want to call it Guardian Spirit, even though it's not. I know that's Priest, but whatever it is, that doubles his healing pretty much. So I'm just popping my block, going defensive, disarming, whatever. I've got a Resto Druid, which he's pretty good at keeping his mana up when he's free casting. When he's really playing defensively, it does get burnt pretty quickly without direct peels, so he's not the best, but I'll take what I can get, and players learn. It's early season. I'm not too worried about rocking Gladiator partners for more than 3s and 5s. 2s I'll just do with whoever. So the Paladin's at about half mana, my Druid's barely down 10k. That's just saying either the Paladin's spell choice is wrong, he's not spam casting when he should be, spam casting the Holy Lights, not the Divine, and playing defensively. So we're pretty much winning as far as what I can see. There's really no cooldown usage versus anything. We bash the Paladin and get him out of position a little bit. The Divine Light doesn't go off, it looks like. The waterfall came down and stopped it, which is nice for us. This is kind of where our kill starts to set up right here. So there's the Divine Light coming in, full wasting mana, flash of light, flash of light. That is a huge mana whore, because I do have Colossus Smash up, and it is doing a ton of damage. My Colossus Smash is up for the end of this. Paladin is rooted back in the side, charge the Divine Light, get back onto the Warrior, sweeping strikes, cleave. I don't know if I do cleave, but there's my fear, switch to Berserker stance, stun him, come in, and then my Druid sets up to get the Cyclones. Unfortunately, there's no need. There's Gag Order as well if I needed it, but I didn't. He could have bubbled that because it was still off cooldown, but it wouldn't. It would have put us even further ahead on the cooldown match. This is another Paladin Warrior team. Once again, setting up the same way, running in, demoralizing shadows up, eating the charge, where he's out of position to hit me. It's not too big of a deal. I'm just trying to make sure I'm ahead on the charges if he does decide to switch to my Druid and my Druid has no hots rolling, because that's a really bad situation to be in. I've got my focus set up. He's winning one-on-one right now. I do end up popping my Enraged Regeneration, pop out Recklessness, charge in, drop my Fear, do a bunch of bursts, switch to do my Heroic Throw. He gets Cyclone, no need, come back, and that's a kill. The lineup of that was just great. The bubble there could have potentially saved him, but he let his guy get too low. It's just Druid Warrior setting up once again the same way, eating the first charge, letting him get the Rage. I can't below Berserker Rage. Early there's Recklessness, or not Recklessness, Retaliation. So I'm just making sure I'm behind him when I do any of my special moves. Stunning him when I can. Once again, he gets a little too low. My Druid keeps me topped. Drop my Fear, come in, drop my Burst, dead. My Druid did get beat on the Cyclones. He trinketed it and decided to go for a counter Cyclone. If you enjoyed the video, let me know in the comments, throw up a rating, or subscribe.